EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada, where the torch, in honor of the legendary owner Al Davis, has just been lit, as is tradition before kickoff at Allegiant Stadium, just off the Strip in Las Vegas. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Chicago Bears and the Las Vegas Raiders. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, glad you were with us, and Daniel Carlson here to get things started. Off we go from Bates. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year, the #1 pick in the 2024 draft. It's Caleb Williams.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Automatic first down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Another run here. Another run by Swift. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. It was Jeremy Chin that time up to make the stop. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. This is 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Bears first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he'll get about 5.
Swift, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Swift. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
I know it's early in this game, but In my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On 1st down, it's Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
2nd and 10. Give up the middle with Swift. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
2nd down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got it inside the 5. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. About 19 yards on that one, and they're in business. It's 1st and goal. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Post and Loveland. Touchdown, Chicago. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He knocks it through. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead.
Bears 7, Raiders nothing.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So the Raiders come out, and Greg, they make a change at quarterback in the offseason. It is now year 13 for Geno Smith, but year 1 in silver and black.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is. So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
On the ground, here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Devin Duvernay back deep for Chicago. They take this in back to the 16. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
At their own 23.
The Bears offense ready to see the football for the second time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On the give, it's Swift. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Chicago.
It's a gain of 10.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Now Swift. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Bears 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Chicago.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Williams. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Max Crosby, motor always running, gets there for the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
On 4th down, the Bears send out their 2nd-year man, Torrey Taylor, to punt. Back deep for the Raiders, it's Trey Tucker. Taken at the 19. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment. It was taken down after a solid return. The Raiders offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, Smith. To the left side, it is caught by Miles. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6.
It's 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 7.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he is very close to the first down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of converse in the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
Duvernay to return. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. He'll get this to the Missouri man, Luther Burden. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards.
13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
We talk so much about starting fast and then trying to sustain that throughout the course of the game. That's exactly what they're doing here. They've got the early lead, but they're not content to just sit on the ball. They're looking to extend it. Nice start here in this drive. Once they cross midfield, then it goes into go mode. You're trying to come away with points every single time you have the ball. It's a good way to start this game here in the first quarter. You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Over the middle, that's Komet. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A gain of 11 on the play.
A gain there of 11. First down, Chicago.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
He's got room at the 30. And he will score. Rome Odunze. Touchdown, Bears.
Chicago.
A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Santos for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bears move out on top. 14-0.
14. Raiders nothing.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, they've punted twice, looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Genty.
Ashton Genty, the ball carrier, brought down at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Smith to the left side into the hands of Beck. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
In motion, that's Thornton. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Bears off to the early lead. And we're back in Vegas after this. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football. They begin with a 3rd down and 3. From the gun, it's Gino. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. And you're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense. So give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. T.J. Edwards there on the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Smith from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep, and that is incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target, and it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Here's Rome Odunze, the first-round pick, along with the Bears offense getting set for their next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Williams. He'll step up and run, and Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the 1st down.
11 on the play. 1st down, Chicago.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try the right side with Swift. And that run shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
On third down, it's Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Little miscommunication there now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Here's Torrey Taylor now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Tucker. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Raiders' offense ready to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They go play action with Smith. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. A gain of 16 on that pass play. 1st down, Vegas.
That's good for a Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Kyler Gordon there to make the tackle. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Smith. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers.
3rd down and
3rd down coming up.
This offense just can't seem to get anything going in this opening half, Mike, and they're still looking for their first points of the game, and it's really these missed opportunities that are a big part of the reason they're really struggling here.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the the first down. The drive
A gain
will
of 9
continue
yards.
after a pickup
And
of
the
8.
Las Vegas first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And some good blocking, springing a gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
At the 22-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run the sneak. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line, but the official signal, he's got enough for the first down.
That's another Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10.
I don't want to take anything away from the
line.
quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
That's another.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Man in motion here is Tucker. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of
Delay of
game.
game. Offense. Still first down.
Now it is 1st and goal. Smith. And he let him a bit too much. And pass is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown, Raiders.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand. Let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Daniel Carlson.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. start on the ground with Swift. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And it'll be a short pickup, and that's not enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 2
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Now the return, and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Raiders offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start out, first down and 10. Gino to throw. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
A throw on the move is caught. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
A gain of 20.
20 yards on that pass play. Good for a Raider first down.
First and 10.
He took a shot on that throw, but you don't feel it quite as much when you pair it with a throw as good as that one. So kudos for him standing in that pocket, delivering a strike to pick up that first down.
Smith to throw on first down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Play action now. It's Gino. That's to the right side, and incomplete. Jacoby Myers was the intended target. And 3rd down coming up.
They do a really nice job defensively in there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
Man in motion here is Tucker. Now, Gino. He's got a man. That's complete. They get 16 on that connection. First down, Vegas.
And a Raider first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
He'll step up and run this. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Edmonds on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Brings up
Trey
third
Tucker,
down
the
and
intended
6
receiver.
yards to go.
And it'll be third down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
That one hauled in. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
That's another Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
It's a short one, caught by Bowers. And it's going to be taken down as we hit a 2-minute warning here in this first half.
That's good.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On the ground, it's Mooster. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
At the 14-yard line.
Second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He gets this one to Tucker. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Talk things over before third down.
Third and 2.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Looking to convert for the third time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's third and 2. He'll get this off to Mostert. And he goes out of bounds at the 3. And from there, it's going to be first and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they're on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
And he is going the wrong way. Tackles back at the 7. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. They'll go play action. It's Smith. That's hauled in at the 2. The Bears go ahead, take their third and final timeout. Talk things over before third down.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll run. It's Mostert. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
What can you say about the effort of this defense, Mike? I mean, they find themselves backed up their heels on their own goal line, and not only did they come up with a big third down stop, they take them back for a loss. Brings up fourth down, and wow, they got a chance to make a huge goal line stand.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are back within 4 at 14-10. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. They'll run with Mostert. And this one's ruined quickly. Taken them back to the 5-yard line. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Back to the 5-yard line now. Second down and goal. In motion is Myers. Throwing on second down. Smith. Good blocking, and he's in. Geno Smith. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
One final throw before the break. Going for it all. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3.
Cairo Santos
could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's a designed run.
Smith on the keeper. gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Smith, and brought in by Myers. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. He'll try to pick it up with Genty. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had an end. He does. First down.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
And these are the tough yards you judge a back by, Mike. We used to say to our backs, hey, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like, you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive. And I think he's able to pick up that first down by about a yard or 2.
That's to the right side and caught by Bowers.
Smith's pass.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. Run right up the gut with Genty. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Raider first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
He's got it downfield. Myers the connection. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. You certainly don't want to be wasting downs at this stage of the game, but with nothing open, I can't really blame him. There was really nowhere to go with the ball. You don't want to start throwing into tight coverage, and he just has to simply throw that one away.
They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. On 2nd down, Smith. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up
Brings up
a 3rd down.
And 10.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
On 4th down, on comes Daniel Carlson for the Raiders' field goal. His kick is perfect. And the Raiders move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard
Bears
line.
offense ready for their first possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Complete, and he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
First down, Chicago.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Throw on the run is complete, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that long.
And he'll give himself up here, but it's a gain of 5 on first down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 5. Thrown quickly, that's more on the RPO. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Williams. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and sets up third down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
On third down, it's Williams from the gun. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That ball's incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Santos' kick is good. And the Bears have tied it at 17.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive, but when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up, and they were able to do that here.
field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. And he's stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25.
The Raiders offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Smith going to keep this himself. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A pickup there of 13. First down, Vegas.
First down.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
Gino now on 1st and 10. He'll find Genty out of the backfield. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
Another Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Man in motion here is Tucker. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a
Delay
delay.
game, offense. Still first down.
They run out of the gun with Genty. Whoa! And he's in! Ashton Genty! Touchdown, Vegas.
Touchdown.
Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Carlson now for the extra point.
After.
It's up and good. And the Raiders will go up by 7.
Raiders 24, Bears 17.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. This taken at the 5. That'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bears offense getting set to get back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Here's Williams. This one taken in by Odunze. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
Number 15.
He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
First down.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Give up the middle with Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Swift, the ball carrier.
It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Bears first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Bears.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for. It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
On second down, it's Williams. Out to his right, taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Third and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Swift. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
34-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
Here's second and 3 to go. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's out left and complete to Burton. And he'll get about 3 here on second down before he's out of bounds.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
First down.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10. Throwing is Williams. He'll take off again.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
From the 22 now, here's second and a yard. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Rolling to the left. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete. Holston Loveland was the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
That is brought in at the 10. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
First down was not very good. Here's second and goal. To throw is Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
They'll try and throw, and here's Williams. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes fourth and goal.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
So now the Brazilian-born Cairo Santos in a big spot. This to get the deficit down inside of a touchdown.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So a big mistake there. Roughing call on the field goal try. It gives them an automatic first down. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And the tackle is made at about the 6.
Complete to Poston Lovely. A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Second and goal. They will run it over center with Swift. A second effort, and he is in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Raiders offense and Geno Smith getting ready for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He takes off. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Get the first down, get down. The drive continues.
The Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
We'll get this complete to his tight end balance. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the first down marker. That's a pickup at 9. He's going to set up 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's a handoff to Genty. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
On first down is Smith. He'll step up and run.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Gino. He'll run again.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. In motion, that's Thornton. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
So big kick coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Off play action. Here's Williams. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Flush to his right, and he'll avoid the contact, sliding down, pick up 6, and it'll be third down.
And this is one of the cases, Mike, where defenders, they get their eyes in the wrong spot. They call it eye discipline. He catches them looking elsewhere. It allows him to get upfield and make this third down a lot more manageable.
Third and short yardage, and here's Williams. Finding room at midfield. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 32 yards.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this fourth quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
Moving outside the pocket, and he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
19 yards. First down, Bears.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
Here's Swift. And he's in! DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
On is Santos for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Bears have taken a 4-point advantage.
31, Raiders 27.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense, Geno Smith, getting ready for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They try the zone read. It's Smith on the keeper. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Man in motion here is Tucker. Now Genty. And this defense up to the task there. gain of just 2, and it's third down.
32-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Working out of the gun, Smith. He'll try to run for it. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
16 yards. And the Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On the ground, it's Genty. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Smith from the gun on 3rd down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end, and at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The Bears offense ready to see what they can do. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Run here with Swift. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
18-yard line.
Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down. Now Williams. He's got a man. That's DJ Moore. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 22
and
yards.
3rd and final timeout taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the give, it's Swift. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
His 48-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So 2 minutes left to play. in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Swift. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
They're on the tackle.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it. For my partner, Greg Olson, for our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.